started with the first thing is my admin. Let's see, he's here. Well, let's get this party going. Hello, everybody. Thank you for the gifts. Little diet Mountain Dew. Oh, here's the chili baby. Hello, Big John. I found you. It's Mandy. Hello, guys. Hi, tell dog. My admin. Well, we work in it. We work in it. Welcome in everybody to Meow and Me. I'm really happy to have you here this week. Meow means make each one wanted. That is part of our, well, at least in my stream, my beliefs is that pets are special and important to all of our lives, and I like to make pets kind of a focus and priority, and to honor pets and what the role they are in our lives and how they play in our lives and all of that. I know, right? I got my wormhole up in here and everything. Today's date is February the 13th, 2023. February 13th, 2023. We are going to have an amazing show tonight. We have both the amazing It's Chili Baby, one of your amazing top badges here on the app. She is here. She also has a featured show. She also has other shows. She's a content creator, but she's also a pet owner. She is going to be here tonight to bring all of the love with the pets. So I hope you guys enjoy her. She's coming on around 9:20 tonight. So that's going to be incredible. I hope you hit her with a favorite while she's here. Also, we're going to have Mandy, and she's our second special guest of the night. We have a pet of the week later on. And we also, is my black hole distracting? And we also have some pets in the news. So we have an incredibly busy show right now. Do not throw me in there, and please, you are going to be thrown in there. Emoji J, maybe next week with your pet rock. I mean, there's only one way to get Emoji J in here, and that's with his incredible little pet rock and friends. So, but without first and foremost, 420B, thank you. Hello. Okay, so let's get started. OG5, I choose you too. Thank you. Let's get started with some questions about dogs and see what you know with our pet trivia tonight. Tina, thank you. Welcome in everybody to Meow and Me. It's always good to see your friends. It's always good to see you here for this every week. It makes me happy to see all of my friends each week. Thank you, Sir Rock. Hello, Forrest. Hello, OG Lucky in the building. Hello, everybody. Okay, now let's get into some of this dog trivia. Let's see what you know about these dogs, okay? Thank you, 420. Hello, Fernanda. Okay, thank you for the fave, Eddie. What is the smallest dog breed? Is it the Jack Russell Terrier? Is it the Chihuahua? Is it the Dachshund? Or is it a Pomeranian? Which one do you think it is? Is it the Terrier? It is not a Terrier. That means we got a Chihuahua, a Dachshund, or a Pomeranian. We're going with Chihuahua, and you're not wrong, which also means you are right. Redneck Trucker, hello. Robala, Hello, welcome in, everybody. You are right, OG Lucky. At their smallest, Chihuahuas can weigh as little as 4 pounds and be as short as 6 inches. That's super tiny. Hello, John Meow. Hi, Chris. Okay, what does corgi mean in Welsh? Does it mean always yapping? Does it mean dwarf dog? Does it mean furry sausage? Or does it mean blind shepherd? What do you think corgi means in Welsh? Is it blind shepherd? I'm going to say blind shepherd. Oh, no, no. I see it's Jilly Baby, our first special guest tonight. She says, Kitty, it's dwarf dog. And you are correct, it's Jilly Baby. Corgi means dwarf dog in Welsh. No, it does not mean barbecue pork chops, okay? It does not mean barbecued pork chops. I'm sorry. All right. What historical figure owned the most dogs? Was it Genghis Khan? Was it Abraham Lincoln? Was it Kublai Khan? Or was it King George III? King George III, Kublai Khan, Abraham Lincoln, or Genghis Khan? Kublai Khan? Oh, Mr. Moon. It's almost like he's been paying attention. Kublai Khan kept a kennel of 5,000 mastiffs. They were used for hunting and for dogs of war. Yeah, 5,000 mastiffs. Now, if you know what the size of a mastiff is, it is one big dog. Welcome in, Punked. Adriana, welcome in as you're coming in, Stina. Everybody, I'm so happy that you're here. All right. What breed of dog has webbed feet? Is it a Great Dane? Is it a German Shepherd? Is it a Newfoundland? Or is it a Cocker Spaniel? We're going to go German Shepherd? No. Retriever is not an option. Newfoundland. Yes, it's the Newfie. Both Chris and Dodge came in hot. Okay. Ooh, we got a big old wheel. Thank you, Sunny. Thank you, Sunny Meow. Oh, hello, Brian. Okay, Newfoundland dogs actually have webbed feet. Thank you, Sunny. They also have a water-resistant coat. So that makes them pretty good swimmers, you know. They have the webbed feet, they have a water-resistant coat. That helps them get through the water fast. A lot faster than other animals. Okay, how much farther can a dog hear over a human being? Over a human? Is it 4 times faster? Or, I'm sorry, is it 4 times farther? Is it 10 times? Is it the same as a human? Or 2 times farther? Farther, not father. 10 times? It's not 10 times. Is it 4 times? Or 2 times? Or the same? I'm seeing 4 times. And you guys are both right. It's Chili Baby and OG Lucky are both correct. Although the hearing ability of a dog is dependent on the breed overall and the age of the dog overall, studies have shown that most dogs, okay, most dogs can hear roughly 4 times as far as a human, meaning a human can hear at 20 feet and a dog can hear at 80 feet. That just gives you an idea of like 20 versus 80, right? So the dogs can hear what much better than you. I cannot hear. You're right. That's facts. I have a hard time hearing. All right, but how about, can your pooch smell better than you? Can your dog smell better than you? A dog's sense of smell is how much better than a human sense of smell? Is it 10 times better? Is it 10,000 times better? Is it 100 times better? Or is it 1,000 times better? Is it 10, 10,000, 100, or 1,000? Okay, so it's Chili Baby's coming in fast and hot. She says it's 100, and it's Chili Baby. That is not correct, but it was close. It's maybe just missing a zero. Do we have any other guesses? Thank you. Thank you, 420. We got 1,000. It's not 1,000. It's more. Is it more? Is it more? We got 10,000. Yes, you are right, Mr. Moon. Oh, hi, Andy. 10,000 is right, Mr. Moon. Dogs possess up to 300 million olfactory receptors in their nose, compared to about 6 million for human beings. So dogs have 300 million olfactory receptors in their nose, and human beings have about 6 million. And the percentage of a dog's brain that is devoted to analyzing smells is about 40 times greater than our own. As a result, a dog's sense of smell is roughly 10,000 times keener than a human's sense of smell. Hi, Bentley. Welcome in, Bentley. Welcome in, everybody, to Meow and Me. We're just getting started with some pet trivia before our first special guest tonight. It's Chili Baby comes on. Welcome in, settle in, find a snuggly place. We're doing a little pet trivia. Let's see what you know about the doggas. Because it's the night of the dog. We got Jilly Baby with the dog. We got Mandy with the dogs. We are doing doggas today. What are the where are the majority of sweat glands located for your dog? Is it on their tongue? Is it on their tail? Is it their nose or their feet or paws, if you will? I see an overwhelming people say paws, and you are correct. It is the paws. Most of a dog's sweat glands are located around its foot pads, which is why they have to pant to keep themselves cool. Hello, it's me, Dave. All right, how many dogs survived the sinking of the Titanic? Remember the Titanic with the "I'll love you forever, Jack"? Do you remember that show? How many survived the sinking of the Titanic? Was it 7, 1, 3, or 0? I see some people already with opinions. 3 is correct. Chris is correct. 3 dogs. Hi, King Arthur. Hello, Autumn. Hi, Jared. 3 dogs, all from the first class cabins, okay, survived the sinking of the Titanic. 2 Pomeranians and 1 Pekingese. Apparently, it pays to be a lap dog. I don't know. You'll have to watch the movie OG Lucky. I heard a rumor about Jack, but I don't want to blow the ending of the movie for you. Okay, even though it's been out since 1996, but you know, it's not. It's not. I mean, my heart will go on for Jack and the 3 dogs that survived that day on uh, survived the iceberg, the deadly cold, the Titanic. Yes, it's a cold time. It's cold, very, very, very cold. So the dogs were on the wood. I'm sure that's exactly. I mean, I did not look up the news stories myself about how they survived, but I'd imagine that's probably exactly how they survived. Um, all right, what TV series had a dog named Canine who was also a robot? Was it Wonder Woman? Was it Star Trek? Was it Doctor Who? Or was it Battlestar Galactica? I see Soccer Who. What's that mean? What is Soccer Who? I'm not sure. Doctor Who? I see Doctor Who. And both of you are correct. Both of you are right. You Doctor Who lovers out there, you know, you knew that one. K9 is the name of several robotic dogs in the long-running British science fiction television series Doctor Who. Although not originally intended to be a reoccurring character, K9 was kept in the show following his first appearance because he was so popular with younger audiences. K9 was also has been a central character in 3 of the series' television spin-offs, including K9 and Company and K9. And that was back in 1981 and 2009 and 10. Thank you for 20. Hello, Jimmy. Welcome in, everybody. It's good to see everybody. Hello, hello. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate you. We're going to get started soon. We got 4 more minutes here. 2 minutes, I mean, rather, of pet trivia. Let's see what you know about the doggas. We are going to be hearing about dogs tonight. Let's see what you know about the doggas, too, okay? How many eyelids does a dog have? Does it have 3, 1, 0, or 7? Chris is pretty confident. He's coming in with a real definitive 3. Mr. Moon is as well. Haley says 3. Kitty, it's 3. OG Lucky says 3. We have nothing but a consensus. Like, the whole crowd says 3. And you know what? They aren't wrong. They aren't wrong. 3 is correct. Dogs do have 3 eyelids, an upper lid and lower lid, and a third lid, called a nictitating membrane, or a haw. Haw is how it's spelled, which keeps the eyes moist and protected. So, all right, but what do you know about this? What was the most popular dog name in 2013? Was it Max, like, hey Max? Hello, Raven. Was it Buddy? Was it Bella? Or was it Lucy? Jilly Baby says Buddy. That's not right. Bella? It is Bella. Yes, it is OG Lucky. According to oh, come on. You guys were close. According to data from VPI Pet Insurance, the largest pet insurance company, Bella was the most popular dog name of 2013, probably because of the Twilight series that was released that year, everybody. So we're wrapping up pet trivia now. We're moving in. Hello, Let's Go Nuts. We've got, for real, hello, Boss Bro. Boss Bro is a featured content creator on the app, you guys. He has boss branding every week at noon on Fridays. Make sure you go check him out. We've got it's always good to see Boss Bro and other content creators on the app. He just spun a wheel, you guys. Hit him with a favor. Go check out his featured content. I love his show. I try to make it every week. I really do. I like playing the guess me of the logos. Hello, Mandy. And it's just a good time. So without further ado, you guys, we're going to welcome in my first special guest of the night, okay? You may know her as the app's original OG. Maybe not. Maybe you don't know her like that at all. But first off, you know, she is an incredible content creator. She's super nice. If you haven't met It's Jilly Baby, she's one of your top streamers on the app. Please just throw up some love, some butterflies in the comments. Here she is. Let's get her in here. It's an OG too.
Right.
Oh,
Got him occupied. He's occupied right here now.
Okay, so Jilly Baby, who do we have here?
Okay, so this is Dexter.
Dexter.
Uh-huh.
And then where did you get Dexter from?
So I got no, you gotta be in the kit. Come here. Be nice. Act like you love me. I got Dexter when I was living in Austin, Texas. So I actually got him from a shelter. I was at the time very much so a workaholic, and to me it made sense that if I had something living, breathing to take care of, it would force me to leave work at a decent time, because something depended on me to survive. So I said, all right, well, let me go to a shelter. I didn't want to like buy a dog. A friend, a coworker of mine had got her cat from a shelter. She was like, you really should check shelters out because there's lots of good dogs that need homes and stuff. And I was like, yeah, but so I went online and I was like looking at dogs and trying to look at the process. And I was like, how do I know how to pick one? And she's just like, they just kind of pick you. You just have to go and they just kind of, I was like, they kind of pick. I was like, all right. So I went for the first time. Now, if you're familiar with people who are familiar with Austin, in Austin, in the Austin city proper area, it is a no kill zone. So they don't euthanize the pets. So the shelters there are so overrun, like they're so full of like pets that have been abandoned or that they found or that they need good homes. So first of all, it was a very like overwhelming experience, like emotionally, just to go and just like, oh my gosh, if I had like a huge house with a yard, I would just take so many of you home. So I went there. I went there the first time and I had gone on, it's like shopping on a menu. I looked at this website. I was like, all right, I'm going to go here on my lunch break from work and I'm going to here's who I saw on it. Every dog that I had asked about was either like adopted already or was sick and needed a little more attention or extra care that I wasn't able to provide. So I was like, man, okay. So I started walking around and I came by and saw Dexter. Now at the shelter, his name was not Dexter. They had named him Lenny. Lenny was his name. So I go and I see him and I just like, oh, he's really cute. He was 8 months old, but they had just brought him in. He was found on the side of the road. And they said, they don't let anybody handle dogs that have just been brought in for like 24 hours or so. You're going to have to come back. And I was like, all right, well, I'm back. So I came back the next day. They let me take him out. And I took him out and he was so rambunctious and hyper. I was like, okay, maybe this could be fine. He was really sweet. But the thing that sold me on it was, the moment for me was, as I was getting ready to I was like, okay, I'm going to take him back to his crate. He ran behind me and it was like, he jumped up and was like pushing me from behind. So like he would get in front of me and he kind of like bark and then he'd run behind me and like push me from behind. And then he'd come in front of me and he'd bark and then he'd run behind me and like push me from behind. And I was like, I think this is the thing she was talking about. I think this is the choosing part that she is talking about. And I was like, okay, I think this is it. And so I talked to the lady and she's like, you can come back and get him in like 2 days because all of the pets there, they have to like spay or neuter them, right? So he had to get fixed before I could come pick him up. And then no, we're on a show. He had to
Spotlight done. Go bye.
So I got to pick him up that weekend and I picked him up and he and I have been together ever since. This is my longest relationship. This has been like 10 plus years, like 12. He's like 10, 12 years old, but we've been everywhere together. We lived in Texas. He's traveled with me across the US. went and lived in Mexico for a little while, took him over there. But he's like he's like my best friend, he's so smart and you wouldn't think he's like 11, 12 years old, the way he behaves. He's still a puppy. He has so much energy, right? And you can speak. Can you speak for Kitty? Can you say hi? Speak. Ralph, speak. Can you speak? No, you're gonna embarrass me? Speak. All right. Oh, speak. Speak. Yay. Can you say hi, Kitty? Speak. Okay. You want to say one more? Can you say meow and me? Speak. Okay. My bad. Go ahead. He's such a good dog. Like I got really, it was very rough in the beginning because he was 8 months old. And, I still worked and I traveled and things. And I mean, that first probably 6 months was really tough. Like would eat my shoes, he would just tear things up. Like it was rough, but it was really rough. But it was really worth it. And I think anybody, if you decide to get a shelter animal, you have to invest the time in the beginning. So for the first like 6 to 8 months that I had him, we went and did like agility classes and just took like classes and things to just, just behavioral type things to kind of help them, because especially when they're young, like dogs like structure. They like direction. You see your dogs that just sit at you and they're looking at you because they're waiting for you to tell them what to do. They're just like, what do you like and especially if they have like a lot of energy like he does. So he likes to be very active and whatnot. So but yeah, like I can't believe we've had him so long and he's just been everywhere. I tell my friends he's a great starter dog. So any of my friends that have ever been like, oh, I want to know, I was like, you want to take him for the weekend? Like he's a good like practice to kind of see if you want to like take on a pet.
I
Sorry.
mean, so Dexter used to be named Lenny. Now, why did you choose Dexter to name him Dexter, Jilly Baby?
Okay, so first of all, I did not name him after the serial killer, even though that's where everybody goes to. I actually named him after the cartoon. I really
I
love
was gonna say, was it the cartoon?
Dexter's Laboratory. I love Dexter's
I was like,
Laboratory. And so that's why I named him Dexter. That's and it fits, right? Right, Dex? Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Focus.
he's a great size of he's a great size.
Yeah, he's like medium. I didn't want a big dog. I didn't want a tiny dog. Now the challenge about him is like, especially like for his size, because he's like in between. So like finding him things to wear is always a pain in the butt, because it's like a large will like fit. He's a long back dog, right? So a large, it fits him lengthwise, but then it hangs off of him because he's got, like he's just really lean. And then a medium fits his body, but then it's like too short. So it's like sitting off the back. So we just kind of like play it by ear, and we find things. I find things with stretch. Find things with stretch that he can.
I have seen Dexter have some really nice looking sporty outfits. So but I don't want to give all that away. Oh, I was gonna ask you, like, do you like to dress up Dexter? Does Dexter like to get on any specific outfit and flaunt? Like, what does Dexter like to do?
Um, what he's doing right now. But do I dress him up maybe like on special occasions, or if there's like an event, but not, I'm not one that like has something to put him in every day. Um, in fact, I take his collar off when we're in the house, because he'll be running around and it'll just be like ting 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 all over the house, and I'm just like, get out, get out, get out, get out. No, but he does have some outfits. I am not opposed to, getting a little festive. He's got a little Santa Claus outfit. He's got some, ugly Christmas sweaters. He's got little things here and there. He's got his coat when it's a little cold outside. But yeah, I don't go too crazy on the dog clothing. But
You guys, okay, if you're just coming in to Meow and Me, welcome in. This is It's Jilly Baby. This is her puppy Dexter. He's about 12 years old. A rescue dog, or from a rescue shelter. And his name is Dexter, and It's Jilly Baby is one of your top badges on the app. So make sure you take this moment to come up here to her name, hit her with a favorite, go to her stream, check her and Dexter out. They stream quite a bit, almost daily, it seems like, or at least every other day or somewhere in there. Hit them with a favorite here. Go check them out, you guys. Welcome in. Sit down, get a soda, sit back and enjoy yourselves tonight. What's the best memory? It's Jilly Baby, when you've had a companion like this in your life for that long. This is going to be a hard question, I know, for you, but what is your best memory that you can think of right now, at least, that you can share with us all?
let's see. Best memory. Well, it wasn't funny at the time, but now when I think back on it, it's funny, ridiculous. But so I had just gotten him, right, and so I lived in Texas at the time, like I said. And if you're familiar with like the Texas apartment complex and stuff, there's a lot of breezeways, and it's just massive. So We were getting ready to go to one of his agility classes, and I don't even remember how it happened, but he like we went to the car and then he just like jumped out and he took off. When I tell you he is fat, hey, no, we're on a Dexter, come here. Um, uh, when I tell you he like took off, I mean this. He took
Oh,
off. Like I saw him, and then he was in between buildings and just gone. So I am freaking out. So I jump in my car. I'm driving around the complex. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like how am I going to find it? It's so huge. So I finally get around to the exact opposite side of where literally the other side. And I see him running. I see him just running and stop. So I like stop my car like in the middle of the parking lot, right? No,
oh wow.
I jump out of my car, door flings open, and I jump out of the car, and I'm like, Dexter, you get over here, you get in this car. I'm talking to him like he's a child, like he's a human being, and he just kind of looks at me, and he, dogs do that head down thing. Like I really thought he was gonna take off. I was trying to walk slow, but he like put his head down, and he like walked in, and he jumped in the car and like sat in his bed that I had
Oh,
put on the seat. And I just remember if somebody was driving next to me, I looked like a mad woman because here I am in the car. Why do you do this to me? You got me running around here. We're going to be late for class. And I'm just having this whole moment like he's an actual human being in the back of my car. And he's just sitting in this just like this. And then I just look at him, and I think it happens every time with your pets. Like you get upset for a second, and then they just look at you, and you're like, can't even be mad anymore. I can't even be upset anymore with whatever it is that you're doing. Like I just can't. But that sticks out to me the most, just because I really had like an out of body experience, and I was really like driving like a mad woman, like I was yelling at my actual child in the back seat. Just like I was talking to an actual kid who understood me or didn't understand me. But like from that point forward, like I think for that too, like I just knew that he's a very smart dog, like he really picks up on everything. Like when people talk about, do pets really understand you? Can you sit down, please? Can you sit, please? Like they really do.
he's showing off. He's like, check out my amazing physique. Everybody, this is my left leg and my right.
Yeah, be in the camera. But he would also do little things like when I say he's smart, I figured out that he would when I first got him, he would tear up my shoes. And I put like two and two together that he would see me leave for work every day. So I had like a whole closet full of shoes. He never touched anything. And he never touched any of my other shoes. It was just those black shoes, and I got new ones, and I figured out that he was trying to get me to stay because those are the shoes that I put on when I'm getting ready to leave. So if I eat the shoes, then she can't go because that's what I always see her leaving in. And it was just little things like that. Like this is like he's getting old, kitty. He's getting up there, and I'm getting more and more like, oh, because I don't know.
And nowadays, dogs can live very long. I mean, they just had a new Guinness Book of World Records break for the world's oldest dog at 31. So, and this was back just here in February of this year. So, like dogs with proper diet, and stuff are living longer now than ever before. Um, I would say, okay, so we only have like 4 minutes left, but I wanted to I just wanted to get one more question in.
Okay.
What's the best part of having a relationship with your dog?
With my dog, man, that's like when people talk about like man's best friend. I mean, like this is my my like best friend. And I think the best part about it, I think somebody mentioned it in the comments already, is like the unconditional pet love.
Yes.
Like just the fact that like he has really been here with me through everything. You know what I mean? Like through everything, even though, he's still an animal and certain things happen, but like if I'm not feeling well, or if I'm not doing anything, even just something as simple as, they want to come lay, he wants to come lay next to me, or, even if I'm having a bad day, it's really hard to have a bad day and, with him. I think it's just that for me, like, he's so devoted and just so loyal, with everything. And when I tell you he's been everywhere, like we've really been everywhere, over the last 10 plus years, I had to like, I've had to leave him with a friend because I was like traveling and needed to go around, and we were like separated for like 8, 9 months. And then, like just to be reunited with him after all that, to be like, all right, now I'm settled, I moved, and I can, is, like that's, and it doesn't change. You know what I mean? Like, now they have very short-term memories for a lot of things, right? Like you leave the house and then you you come right back and they're like, oh my gosh, you're back already. You're like, it was just 2 minutes. It was just 2 minutes. You're not, like, I still have to leave for the rest of the day. Like I hate if I forget something, I have to come back before when I'm back. To him, he's like, oh, you're back, right? Like, okay, great, day's over, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, right. And so, but it's just that aspect of it, like he's never gonna judge me. He's just want to be loved, right, Dexter? You love me. You love me, right? No. Okay, we love the bone.
Oh,
All right.
he definitely loves you. Definitely, he is so. I, I do love dogs, despite what many people think. Like, I am not anti-dog. I do love the puppas, the doggas, and I've had 4 dogs of my own. Um, and I just like what. Well, what advice would you give somebody right now if they were out looking, thinking about getting a dog? Like, what kind of advice would you give them right now?
I would definitely want to encourage you to, like, if you can, or you're up for it, to adopt a dog, because there's so many dogs that need good homes. I will say, like, at least at the time, the weekend that I got Dexter, when I went to pick him up, I remember that lady saying that just in that weekend alone, they had 80 pets surrendered in a weekend. 80 pets. That's a lot. So I would encourage you to do that. I would also encourage you to get I know we have a desire to want, but like, do your research on types of dogs. That matters, like the breed of dog. I would say also be mindful of the environment that you have. If you live in an apartment, like, unless you have the means to take care of a larger dog, like, every breed has different personality, different needs. So, if you need a dog on the lazier side, there's breeds that are more for that. But you have dogs that need a lot of energy and exercise and outside, like that makes a difference. So I would say, just be diligent and do a little bit of research, and understand, the kind of pet that you're looking for. And then 100%, I encourage you to invest a little bit in even behavioral classes for both of you, right? Because what I learned about taking him to like agility classes was, when dogs just want instruction, like they like structure, they like instruction. So if honestly, if anything ever happens or they break anything, it's usually something that they got from you, right? So when we do agility, they're like, your dog will go and follow you wherever you go. So it was more so training for me than my dog, right? I thought I was training my dog, but I think I was getting trained. I think I was the one getting trained.
Sit. Oh,
Because they pick up on instruction. So I would just say, invest in that. And then just patience. Like, just patience. It's just like getting to know somebody else. You're getting to know your dog or your pet is going to have his own personality, and you've got to just be patient. You just got to be patient, and put the work in on the front end, and then on the back end, like, all of the adjustments and the things will be that much easier. So definitely do your research. Make sure you're getting the right type of dog for your personality, your living situation, yourself. And invest in, like, getting some help and some training with your dog. And then enjoy your pet. Now, and then I will say, if it for whatever reason doesn't work out, please take the responsibility and ownership to find your dog a good home. Don't just abandon your dog or just drop. Like, if you chose to take your pet on, if you can no longer take care of your pet, at least take on the responsibility to go find somebody who can and give them a good
Yeah, that's absolutely fundamental for getting a pet, realizing that situations in life do change a lot, but it is a fundamental thing that we talk a lot about on this show is responsible pet ownership frequently, because there is an overwhelming amount of pets in shelters, and we want to practice response. We don't want, I mean, it can really tug your heart, like you said, when you walk into a shelter and you realize that there's all of these options available for pet ownership. It can be like, oh, I should have this one, and I should get this one, and maybe this one, I need this one, and I don't want to leave any of them. But it's better to have one pet that you're responsible to care for and love and have a meaningful relationship with than to end up having 20 pets and not having meaningful relationship with that pet. So, okay, Jilly baby, we gotta go. Tell everybody in the audience like when you stream. Everybody hit her with a favorite right now. Come to her thing, hit her with a favorite. Tell us when you're streaming.
You can typically catch me streaming. I don't usually get on anymore on Sundays and Mondays, just getting the week started. But during the day, I've turned more into a daytime streamer, but usually at lunchtime during the week. And then we do Top Badge Squares Wednesday evenings, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's my game show. I do still have a featured show, Entanglements, on Tuesdays at 8 o'clock. But I think people are busy making entanglements right now. So maybe we'll bring it back in a couple of weeks or when it gets warmer. Everyone's inside having entanglements. But that's on Tuesdays at 8. And then once a month, I do a show called Sunday Dinner. So actually, this Sunday, we're having Sunday dinner. So it's Sunday at 8 o'clock, where I pick somebody who I think has a very unique or interesting story, whether it be on or off app or sometimes both. And we sit down and have dinner together and we have a conversation. I think great conversations happen over a great meal. So we sit down and we have conversations like that. But other than that, you can kind of just catch me when you catch me. Follow me on Instagram. It's Jilly Baby. I post everything. I've been on my fitness journey, so that's a priority. What we've been doing. And so where do you see that?
Out? You're like,
But yeah, that's it. Can you, when you say bye to everybody, can you speak?
well, I really appreciate you coming on, you guys. Hit her with a fave. It's Jilly Baby does have things going on. She is a content streamer, and sometimes it's just fun to kick it with her. If you haven't met her, I hope you had a chance tonight to hit her with a favorite. Go check her out, her Instagram as well. She's posting on her Instagram so you can follow along with what she's doing. Jilly Baby, thank you so much for coming on to the show tonight.
Thank you. Speak.
Victor, thank you for coming on.
You're welcome. Speak.
You were such a good guest.
Say you're welcome. Speak. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys.
Oh wow, he's so cute. He was so adorable. Am I not right? So we're gonna take we got a small window before our next special guest tonight, Mandy, who's gonna come in as our second special guest here in just a few minutes, maybe just a couple minutes, Mandy, just to give you, thank you, Bethany, just to give you guys a plot, like a little thing. But before we bring her in, I wanted you guys to meet who our pet of the week is this week. Now, like I told you guys earlier tonight, this really is the night of the dog. Okay, this is the night of the dog. Now, Kitty, you might say, Kitty, who is Toby? Toby is Quinn and JT's dogga, okay? And Quinn and JT are a couple as they stream together husband and wife on the app, and they are a top badge couple. They submitted their awesome little furry puppy, Toby, to be pet of the week. And so I hope you guys go see Quinn and JT. Congratulate them for Toby. Oop, let's do it one more time. Okay. Congratulate Toby on being the pet of the week this week. He's a cutie, isn't he? He's adorable. So if you want to be pet of the week, if you're in the audience here and say you have a special pet, okay? You have a special pet. You're like, Kitty, I have a really special pet. If you want to be on the show, hit up me, myself, or Emoji J up and let us know that you want to be on the show. If you don't want to be on the show, but you have a special pet, you just want to show off to people or share with others, hit my Instagram up with a picture of your pet and their name so you can become pet of the week as well. Okay. Yes, you, Hollywood. Yes, you, Bethany. Hi, Joe. Hello, everybody. Welcome into Meow and Me. Now, we just went through the pet of the week. We've got to get our second guest in here. We're running just a little bit behind. That's okay. We've got until 15 minutes after. Woo! Thank you, Hollywood. We've got our second special guest coming in, Mandy, and she's going to share now about her dog. I am so excited. Thank you so much, Hollywood. Okay, here we go with Mandy. There you are. Hi, Mandy.
And my cat's actually the one being lovey right now because she was supposed to get fixed last week and they couldn't fit her in, so she's having some issues. I will see if little Rascal will come over here just a second. He looks all nice too. He just got a haircut. Well, kind of a haircut. He's got his bow tie on. Hey, Teddy, come here.
You know what I'm okay. We got it's a multi-pet household, and that's exciting. So how many pets do you have in total?
On the chair. Up. Okay, ready? Mi amore, can you say hi? Can you say hi? Say hello. Say hello.
Hello, baby.
Say hi.
What are you doing?
Yes. Good boy. All right. Yeah. So I have the two. This is Teddy Roosevelt. Show off your tie. Can you show off your tie? Look up.
Oh, look, Teddy's all dressed up for us tonight.
Dressed up for the debut. You came dressed up for your debut, huh? I know you're being a rascal today, aren't you? See? Yeah. So I don't know how much he will be in the screen today because he is being little rascally dog. Can mommy sit with you? Can I? Oh, you're gonna give me a besita? Gracias.
Oh, little kisses.
All right, you want to sit at my feet? Okay. Sorry, he's being little rascal right now.
Oh, you're fine. This is the way we love our dogs. We love our cats, our snakes, our spiders, whatever we got.
Oh, bene.
So how old is him? Wait, first off, what was his name again?
Teddy.
Okay.
Really,
and how old is Teddy?
And then he's Teddy Roosevelt. He is 3.5. Well, almost 4. His birthday's in May.
And is he named after Teddy Roosevelt, Mandy?
Yes, kind of. So his name when I got him was actually Joey, but I had dated a guy named Joey, and my ex-husband was the one who got him for me. So I was like, that could look really bad. So we need to go ahead and change his name. And he's just this little brown puffball, and he loved cuddling. So he was like a teddy bear. And then I like my cat has a middle name too when they're in trouble. So it's Teddy Roosevelt. He's Teddy Roosevelt and Lula Marie. But I tried every Teddy Rumpkin, Teddy this, Teddy that, and he would not respond. And then I called him Teddy Roosevelt one day, and he just sat down and was like, "Oh, I must listen." So that's.
I thought maybe you were like Teddy Roosevelt's my favorite president.
I
I
mean,
was
he was
like,
one of my
fair
favorite
enough.
presidents. He was one of my favorites.
Have you ever heard of a Teddy Ruxpin?
Yes, I actually tried to call him that, and he just looked at me
No.
like I was like, and just continued to do what he was doing.
Fair enough.
Mi amore, smettila. Smettila, grazie.
Mandy, where did you get Teddy from?
Okay, so Teddy was I needed, because he's actually a service dog, I needed to try to find, I wanted to do a shelter thing, but I was having trouble finding ones that like didn't shed.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So I started just looking around, and this guy who's actually Amish, and I'm very weary of getting any dogs from like the Amish community because they're known for their puppy mills. But his thing said like, accidental puppies, please help, I have enough animals. Like, because he had like 50 cows and 15 miniature horses and all these sheep. He's like, I do not need 6 puppies. I already have 3 dogs. And like, so Teddy is a miniature Labradoodle, which normally goes for about $4,000 a pop. And I got him for $200 because the guy was just like, I can't have these puppies. And I originally went for a girl because that's what my husband wanted to get. And none of the girls came to me. And I am a firm believer, like Jilly was saying, the animal should pick you, not you pick the animal. And none of the girls would come to me. And he was the only one with the brown fur, not spotted. He was the only one with the brown nose. He was the chubbiest. He had it. He probably won't get in the screen, but we have the exact same eye color. So I was like, oh my gosh, I need this dog. I was like, I hope he comes to me. So I was like, can we see the boy? And he's like, oh, he's down at the barn with the horses. And he wobbled his little fat body out between the horse's legs and came and sat on my lap. And I was like, yep, this is my dog. So that's where I got him. He was a product of the Englishers, as the Amish like to call them, miniature poodle getting out of the house and running down to the farm and having a little frisky evening with the farm lab.
I see. Okay, and how big is he altogether, Mandy? Like, can we get another look at him?
Oh yeah. Here, Teddy, off my legs. Grazie, mi amore. Okay, come back.
Just get an idea of how tall.
Back to the chair. Back to the chair. Sit. Ah, good boy. Okay,
we are the pet lovers here, so he's actually quite large, huh?
Well, he's medium size. He's a little chubby because he gets guilt treats from mommy a little too much. So the doctor said he's supposed to go on a diet, but he said that's BS. I don't want to go on a diet.
He's such a handsome boy. Look at him. He's got a nice big smile. You guys do you not love him?
Are you showing
Look
off?
at his little tie. Hi, Teddy.
Oh, grazie, mi amore, grazie.
He's like super happy.
Can you say hi? You gonna say hi? Say hi. Oh no, not give me a kiss. Say hi. Yeah, so he's about they would categorize him as medium because he's really short. He's actually really stocky. Like he's a little low rider. His belly like rides low, but he's probably 7 pounds more than he's supposed to be. Oh yeah, he's got to rock his president tie, right, Teddy?
He's a miniature. Okay, yeah. Now I see. So some of his body got lost in all those curls. And is he hyperallergenic or allergenic?
He's a hypoallergenic dog. He barely sheds at all. Like he'll only shed like if you actually brush him and like pull it out. What are you doing down there? What are you doing?
He's such a cutie.
You're supposed to be on the show.
How old is he now, Mandy?
So he is going to be 4 in May. I got him when he was literally just turned 8 weeks old. So like as soon as he was legal to get, I got him.
Oh,
Teddy,
he's so cute. He's so fluffy. Teddy the dog. Okay. Um, Now, does he do any kind of strange things? Does he like have any strange behaviors, or does he have any unusual like things that he does?
Do we have time to list all that, you little weirdo?
Or maybe just the top one then. Yeah. Hello, welcome in everybody.
He definitely he's very neurotic about certain things. Like um he will not cross a road without looking, which is totally adorable. Um he does not go down a stair until he's gone down the first stair twice. He'll like go down it, go back up, go down it, go back up, and then go down the whole flight of stairs. I'm not sure why.
Oh wow.
He's done that since he was a puppy. Um, and when he eats, he literally will tap his bowl, even if it has food in it, he'll tap his bowl 4 times with his nose before he eats his food. I have no clue why. Like, it's like he's checking
Somebody
it, like,
says OCD is horrible, and I do think pets can be. I think
well, I
they
have
have
OCD.
I
I
think there
have
can be
OCD,
forms
and
of
I'm
it.
like, maybe it's worn off on him.
I mean, I think pets can get some forms of it. Um, um, let's see. What is your guys' favorite thing to do together? We can exit rim, please. What's your favorite thing to do together?
So I love going hiking with him. I let him off leash, and he's so cute. He acts like a little wolf, but if he gets too far and he can't see me, he'll like stop and sit there and wait for me. And so I would say hiking, and like we always going to a new ice cream place because I just moved here this summer to this area, and so we try a new ice cream place every time we go hiking, so we go get ice cream. So yeah, I would say going on a hike and then getting ice cream is probably up there. Or there's a dog beach less than a mile from my house, so we go to the dog beach a lot in the summer.
You have a dog beach? What? Oh my god. That sounds incredible. I know what Teddy's probably so in love with you because he goes for dog walks and he's got a dog beach.
Oh
Wow.
yeah, he's slightly obsessed. Like I've tried to leave him with other people. Like my best friend, he loves my best friend, but last time I left him with her, he cried apparently for like 4 hours just staring at the door, like, where is she? Where is she? Like,
I believe
yeah.
that. A lot of people's
he's
dogs
being
are
really
very
small.
sensitive. What has something owning Teddy has taught you about yourself?
About myself?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good question. That's a deep one. I think with owning Teddy, it has taught me to I'm not a selfish person as it is. But I do tend to, like, if something happens to me, like go into myself a little too much, and kind of like pull away from everybody. And having him, like, you can't do that. You still have to go and take him out. You still have to take him on walks. You still have to make sure he's fed. You still have to make sure he's played with and loved on. And so it's definitely caused me to take that aspect like outside of it, though. Like, okay, you're going through stuff, but maybe your friend needs you to reach out to them right now. Maybe, like, don't pull away from everybody, like reach out to people. So I think having him has made me do that too. Like, no, you got responsibilities, you got people who care, so like don't be like that. And another thing, I think it's caused me to be more mindful of what I actually do with my time. Like,
It's hard to be mindful of our time, right? Yeah.
because like I used to stream for hours on end, and he'd be looking at me like, hello, what are you doing? We should be on a walk. I'm like, dude, you're right. What am I doing? I've been sitting on here for 5 hours. Like, you're right. Let's get out of this house. So it's definitely made me be more mindful of what, like, I'm actually doing, if what I'm doing is purposeful. So
Yeah,
definitely
absolutely.
help.
I
I wish he was sitting over here. He's being a little snot.
Now, okay, if you're just coming into Meow and Me, first off, welcome in. Meow means make each one wanted. This is a featured pet show across the app. We have our second special guest tonight, Mandy, with her dog Teddy, and she also has other pets. I want to give you a chance to talk about your other pets now.
Oh,
One,
let me go.
what
Let
are
me see
your
if I
other
can grab
pets'
her.
names?
I just have one.
Okay,
And her name is Lula Marie. It's a
Lula.
my middle name is Marie, and she was actually born. I adopted her. Some girl came to me crying, saying my mom had said I had to get rid of her. I wasn't supposed to have her to begin with. My dog doesn't like her. I don't want to take her to the Humane Society. Will you like? She was going around the pet store bawling, and I was like, well, I've been allergic to cats my entire life, but if I get her when she's little, maybe I'll be okay. And I have been. I haven't had any problems with her. And then I found out like 3 days after I adopted her, I was like, by the way, when's her birthday? Because I celebrate my animals' birthdays. Like I make them cakes and everything. Found out she has the exact same birthday as me. So I was like, okay, it's destined to be. Like we are. She's meant to be my cat, and she is definitely the sassy side of me.
And
I joke
now,
that
did you
Teddy,
get the dog or the cat first?
the dog, I just got Lula. She's only a year old. She just turned a year this July.
Okay. Um, yeah, that'd be cool too.
Let
Um,
me grab her. Let me see.
so if you're just coming in, welcome in, Slavey. Welcome in, everybody. Let me just do a shout out while she grabs her dog or her kitty cat. Welcome into the show. If you're interested in being on the show, hit my Instagram up. Let me know. If you have a pet and you want to submit them for Pet of the Week, hit my Instagram up with a picture of your pet and their name for being Pet of the Week as well. Now, Mandy has Lula. Oh wow, she's very pretty.
I know you don't like the screen.
She's very pretty, Mandy.
I love her eyes. Like
They're green.
Nice.
Just a beautiful green color.
Okay, I understand. I'll
She's
hold you.
tolerating it. She's got such beautiful markings too, and a beautiful calico.
Teddy doesn't like when I hold her. He gets jealous. He came back over.
Yeah, and too, when cats are held on their backs, it's a real form of submission, of love to their owner. It's when they're most vulnerable. So I mean, she must really love you to allow that.
I know Teddy's back. I know.
She's out of there. And that's okay.
It's because Teddy came over, and they have like this love-hate relationship. Like they'll chase each other around, and then 20 minutes later be napping together on the bed. Like
fair enough.
Like you too.
How did you introduce your two pets together? Like you got one before the other, and it sounds to me like you got the cat afterwards.
Yeah.
So how did you introduce Teddy?
She was a 5-month-old kitten when I got her, and I kind of let her introduce herself. So like I let her in the house, and like she kind of stayed in her crate for a while. And then when she decided to venture out, like I kind of let her acclimate herself. So I had him in a different room for a while. And then when she ventured to the room where he was, I just kind of let her go in, and I'm like, all right, let's see what happens. And but like, yeah, I kind of let her introduce herself because I didn't want her to be so scared that she just like went in her crate all the time. So she acclimated herself to the house, and then from acclimating herself to the house, then she, oh wait, what's in this, and he was super curious, but he was so sweet to her. Like he like licked on her, and like he even went and like brought toys. Like he went to his toy box and like pulled toys out and brought them to her. It was, and I didn't tell him to do any of that. It was just so cute. And like he would like wait for her to fall asleep, and then he'd go and cuddle up next to her. And so yeah, again, they have like this they you would think they hate each other because they like chase each other around and rah, 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 and wrestle, but like at the end of the day they love each other. And I swear he's taught her how to knock all of his treats off the counter, because I
That's
came
kind of
home.
what they do. They like teach each other, bad habits. Yeah.
I came home yesterday. I had just gotten him a whole big bag of treats, and I was like, oh, these will last for a really long time, right? And I come home after being at my friend's house. She's on the counter, meow, meow, and I see him, yum, yum, yum. And I look at the floor, and he's like, she has some up on the counter, so she's taken some up. And he's down below eating them all up out of the bag, like ripped the bag open and is eating them. And I'm like, you little snots, that was on the counter. Like, which means she knocked it down for him. And I was like, you too.
She's our partner in crime. I love this. Okay, we only got a few minutes left. Let me ask you, what is the best part about owning both a cat and a dog? What is the best part of those? What is the reason you own these two furry creatures and let them in your space and put up with some of these things? Like, what's the best part about it for you? Thank you for the favorite.
I think kind of like Jilly said, Teddy is like literally my best friend, like in my confidant. And like I lost my job today and I came home and he was there. Like I didn't even have to say anything. Like he could just sense like that I was upset, and he came and he sat on my lap and just let me pet him and kissed me, and then like cuddle. I was like, I'm going to take a nap because I just don't want to think about stuff. And like he curled up next to me, and then my cat, she did the same thing. It's and like if I'm sick or anything, they like know. And so like my cat's a little more sassy. I mean, she definitely lives up to the cat like I'm gonna love on you when I want to love on you thing. But with having them both, I love seeing like the different. It's like having two best friends with complete different personalities, and like you can get so much out of both. Like she's sassy and playful and all of that, which is like when I'm in that kind of mood, I know like, oh, I'm gonna play with the cat. But Teddy's loyal as can be, and I know, hey, when I need that, like he's there no matter what. And having them together, like I know for me, like when I used to go to work before I had the cat, like he would look so miserable and I would feel so bad leaving him. And I'm like, oh, buddy. But as soon as I got the kitten, he was like, okay, see you later, Mom. Like, see you when you get back.
He's kind of got a buddy to share times with.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
lovely.
like I love, I have a pet cam, and I love like looking in on it and being like, what are you two up to now? And they'll be like cuddling together or playing together, or like yesterday they were playing soccer together. He has a little ball and he'd like hit it with his nose, and she'd bat it around, and then he'd go get it and hit it again to her. And it was so stinking cute. So I think that's what I love, is like that they have each other as friends, and like they, like for my different, like it sounds kind of selfish, but it's like I have something for each of my different emotional needs.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
With our last like couple minutes together, Mandy, tell us when you stream on the app. If you guys are in here, welcome into Meow and Me. You're just coming in at the end. This is our second special guest of the night, Mandy. We've met her cat, Lula, right?
Yeah, that's right. It's a family name. So it's
and we've met her dog, Teddy. Hit her with a favorite. Just click on her name, go to favorite, hit her with a favorite. When do you streams, Mandy? When do you stream?
Okay, so I, as you know, I used to have a different account. And I used to have this fun, different persona, but I am switching all that up. This is my original account I had before, so I'm back to the original model. I used to always stream on Saturday nights, unless I, had something going on. And then I stream during the weeks. Now, until I find another job, I'll probably be on here a little more. I'm typically an evening streamer, but since I have the time, maybe I'll be on during the day a little more. But yeah, I typically am a weekend streamer. But thank you so much for that. But yeah, it's going to be up in the air again. I'm kind of back to my original, so I'm just kind of reintroducing myself back to everything. So we're gonna see where it goes, and if I have people want me on more, maybe I'll be on more, or just depending on time. Teddy, would you like to come up and say goodbye to everybody?
Everybody take this opportunity to hit her with the favorite. Come, we'll say bye to Teddy. We just have 2 minutes left. So I'm gonna have to.
Andiamo, por favore. Grazie. Yes, half of his.
The beautiful Teddy with his cute tie.
Okay.
The dashing Teddy.
Oh, Teddy. Okay, tell him see you later. Tell him see you later. Can you tell her? Can you say thanks, Kids Commander? Okay, one more thing. Say, wait. Shh. Silencio. Oh, fave Kitty Commander. Yes, everybody fave Kitty Commander. All right, come on.
Oh my God, Mandy, thank you so much for coming on this show. Hit her with the fave, you guys. Do it now. Do it now, right? Exactly. Thank you, Mandy.
And yes, Teddy does come onto my stream sometimes, so.
Yeah, we hope so. We want to see him. Okay, I have to let you go. All right, bye. Thank you, Mandy. Okay, you guys, that was our second special guest of the night. So we only have 1 minute left of the show tonight. We are gonna skip Pets in the News this week. I'm so sorry. You guys, I always come up with some Pets in the News to watch as well, but we will review it next week. Or if you're really interested in the stories that I've found, hit me up on my Instagram. I'll be happy to link you to the stories. We were just going to review the Puppy Bowl. Absolutely, Mandy. There she is in the comments. Make sure you hit her with the fave. We just have this 1 minute left. Let me do some shout outs to my top gifters: Hollywood, OG Vibes, Sunny, Bethany, Boss Bro, Jimmy, Let's Go Nuts, 420B, Quinn and JT. Please make sure you hit these beautiful people with favorites. They are the people that come in and support my stream. They're coming in and supporting the show. And that stuff is all stuff that matters here to me. Thank you so much for doing that. And too, like I said, if you're interested in being on the show, we are happy to have you. We will get you on the show. And if you want any of the Pets in the News, I'm happy to get you on Pets in the News, or sorry, not Pets in the News. I'm happy to have you as well. Okay. Just hit me up if you want to know what I found this week for Pets in the News. I'll probably just use it next week because it's pretty awesome. And I love a good pet story but nothing as good as the pet stories that we hear from people in our own community, you guys. Zigzag, thank you. Hello, Zigzag. So for me, those are the most special opportunities to hear about our friends, our furry friends too, because life is hard. Like she said, life is hard. But our furry friends are with us always. And like it's Jilly Baby said when she started tonight, this is the longest relationship that I've ever had right here with me right now. Thank you, Hollywood. Thank you, Hollywood. So, you know, what's that tell you? That tells you that our dogs and our cats and our pets hold sacred places in our lives. And I want to treat that with the utmost kindness and love and respect as well. I love the kitties. I love the doggies. I mean, I've never loved on a snake or a spider, but I know people who have. So that part, I have to boogie. Okay, I have to get off of here. Um, I will see you all tomorrow, though. I will see you tomorrow. So hit me with a fave if you haven't done so. Please hit my special guests with favorites. And please hit those gifters with favorites. Thank you all, my bouncers. Thank you all for being in here tonight. Obviously, we needed you. I appreciate you coming and helping keep crowd control. Down. And thank you, Hollywood. It's so good to see Bentley and Hollywood and Fred, Lucky, and all of you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, I'm out of here. Take care of yourself. Take care of your pets. Responsible pet ownership. Look into adopting at a shelter if you can. If not, I understand too. But I appreciate all of you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, meow.